Hey, everybody. Welcome into the show. As always, I'm your host and your guide into the wild world of meditation, Mike Martin. And, as we approach the 400th episode of Project Mindfully Outdoors, I thought it'd be kind of fun to look back at some of my favorite episodes. And by revisiting these episodes, I think it'll be helpful in really defining the mission as we continue to move forward. So I hope you enjoy this special look back at some of the best of Project Mindfully Outdoors.
We are never truly lost. Well, okay, sure. Maybe we get turned around for a few days in the woods, where life just feels like it's getting the best of us and everything's going wrong. And I'm Mike Martin, and I've stood right where you're standing, lost, beaten down, like nothing's ever gonna change. And that's why I built this camp. And that's why I'm inviting you to join me and all the members of this wild community. Because you know what, friend? It does get better. So come along with me into the wild and let me show you this awesome, unique skill set that lays within inside of you. With help from the land, we're gonna unlock the steward that's inside each and every one of us that will lead the way out of the darkness and into healing. Here at the Camp of Healing on Project Mindfully Outdoors. Hey, everybody. Welcome to a Saturday edition of Project Mindfully Outdoors. As always, I'm your guide and your host, Mike Martin. Now, normally on a Saturday, we just kind of kick in and we do our thing, but, it's been a pretty eventful couple of weeks around camp. So I figured I'd touch base with you a little bit before we jump into this episode, because recently I think the biggest news around here is the fact that we picked up a full-on sponsor for a little while, at least, and we teamed up with broadout.com. Now, what's cool about it and what's really exciting to me is the fact that Broadout is all about the outdoor experience. They're all about the camping aspect of the outdoor space. So as we move into fall, a lot of us, we keep tents that, work well during the spring and summer seasons. But Broadout gives us the opportunity to venture into those other two times of the year, those other two seasons that we really don't think a whole lot about camping in, because they provide some really cool all-season camping gear. And that's what's got me really excited, because this year going into deer camp, I'm going to be out there with my tents that I get from Broadout, and I'm going to keep you up to date on exactly how well they hold up and how awesome they truly are. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited, and I hope to get you guys to swing over to broadout.com. Check out all the amazing camping gear that they have. But, aside from that major milestone, things around here have been really busy getting ready for deer season. Lots of shooting and lots of scouting, a lot of boots on the ground as of late. and it's really led to some really cool pieces that I put together that I'm going to be sharing with you primarily on the weekends to really turn this time of year into a time of year that we can really use to grow and really start putting all these things that we picked up to the test, because after all, it is about testing our theories, right? It's really what life gives us the opportunity to do, is to test those things that we think we know to be truth, to be authentic. And you know what, if they're not, it gives us room to adapt and adjust. And what I have for you today is something that I've experienced a lot recently, and I feel is really special, really important. So on the flip side of this word from our sponsor, I hope you enjoy today's episode. All right, friends, hunting and fall camping season, it's here. It's not looking at us around the corner anymore. That sucker's right here in our laps. So whether you're looking for some last minute touches to make your camp nice and cozy, or you're trying to replace that broken down old tent, visit our brand new sponsor at boardout.com, because they got you covered with some of the most amazing deals on top of the line camping and hiking gear around. And with free direct shipping right to your door on orders over $50 on the gear that is used by professionals in every aspect of the outdoor space, means there's no middleman or worrying about your order getting lost in the mail. Now listen, I've fallen in love with both the gear and the amazing customer service that boardout.com provides. So grab that last minute checklist, hit the show notes of today's episode, and join me in the Board Out family in the field this fall. That's boardout.com. You've heard the call. You know the call. It's the guidance of the goose. Now, the goose may seem rather unopposing. However, if you've spent a fall morning in the goose fields, then you know firsthand just how impressive they truly are. It's all the subtle feats that have earned the goose their role as a teacher within Native American culture, however, as well as its proper place as a spirit animal. These amazing creatures stand guard over such virtues as kindness, compassion, faith, and endurance. With her timeless wisdom proudly on display throughout her daily work, she teaches the example of how we can employ all of these important traits within our very own lives. On the back of the fall winds, and when the temperatures cool, it's when she showcases these feats the most. When her annual migration begins, her journey south to warmer climates is a very difficult and long and challenging one. Traveling over the course of long distances, covering numerous miles and mountaintops, dipping through fields, watching out for each other. Then should misfortune befall a member of the flock, she'll stay behind with her fallen comrade to protect and provide support for that fallen friend, guiding them back to health or watching as they take their last. It's only once these conditions are met that she can truly ever return back to her flock. It's the selfless endeavor where we can seek truth, a true definition of the word compassion that is really hard at work. When the instinct of self-preservation is set aside to look out for someone who shares a common thread within the tribe, that power within itself is where the compassion lays. It comes from the safety of knowing that the goal of reaching that final destination will still be there once the hard work is done to pick that fallen comrade back up. The example of her consideration for the other members of her flock, it serves to remind us of our very own tribe, to which how we treat the people around us, and how we can show them that they all matter, because each person around us truly does matter. Every person that moves in and out of our lives during this journey that we're walking, each one of them serves to add another color to the palette that we're using to paint the canvas of our life. It's so important that we remind ourselves of this, even when we get caught up in the rat races of life. Which means, don't be afraid to pump the brakes and just slow down, because the results and the goals, they'll still be there. But what you could miss is an opportunity to repair those bonds that we truly need around us. Because by taking a moment, you get to honor each and every person that lays a fingerprint on your life. And you don't allow the ill-willed stories that surround us to waste another moment of the time that we have with each and every one of those fingerprints. Because just like that fingerprint in that moment, once they're gone for good. None of which will ever return, and only leaves you carrying more regrets to add to the pile. So honor them now, and honor yourself before it's too late. Take a feather out of the goose's playbook. Right here, right now, today. Hey, it's Mike. Before we get out of here, I just want to thank you one more time for taking the time to tune in today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I really hope it helped. And I highly encourage you to swing over to projectmindfullyoutdoors.com to check out all the latest articles and follow my adventures through the 2022-23 hunting season, as well as maybe you'll pick up a trick or two from all the meditation articles that I post over there. And then while you're at it, swing over and check out all the amazing line of products from our brand new sponsor at broadout.com. Till next time, get out there in the wild. That's where the stillness and the adventure lies. See ya!